Hey babes, I'm Alexis.
And I'm Lynette.
And this is Getting the D. Episode 19, right? 19?
1920.
I think it's 19.
Okay.
Yeah. I love that. Well, cheers without drinks to us. It's fine.
Oh,
no
yeah.
no
Oh my
beverages
God, we
this time.
forgot.
It's fine. It's all right.
It's midday on a Saturday. We have to.
Midday. We're taking a break.
Yet. Yeah.
We already had a lot of espresso again.
Think about me.
The most delicious. Her album came out so good. You need to listen to it.
I haven't because I've been stuck on the Chappelle, whatever, Roan. I don't know how to say her
Hot to Go.
Exactly.
And there's another one I really like by her. I haven't dove into it, but
My Kink is Karma is so good.
Okay, I have to listen to that.
I'm not even an album girly. Like, I'm a songs and I'll put together a playlist girly.
I'm such an album girl.
I'm hitting this album.
I love a top to bottom album.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I want to get more into that.
Yeah, it's fun because you get to see where they go from start to finish.
Right. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So, last week we talked about advice we'd give our younger selves, which I thought was great. I feel like we can go on and on about that, and we put on our story just to get some feedback from what others would say, because it's funny to hear from everyone else too sometimes, for sure.
Totally.
So just to read a few that I thought were good.
Yeah. Okay.
And just funny. I mean, they all were really good in their own right, but like some were just like a little funny.
I want to hear them because I didn't see all of them either.
Okay.
So I need to know.
The first one we did get was like, don't bother with corporate, work for yourself and live the life you want.
Mixed reviews there.
Okay.
Because I have worked for myself and corporate.
It's tough. I think it's tough depending on what field you're in. This particular listener is a photographer.
Okay.
Or videographer. My apologies, videographer. So like creative field, creatives are taught to go into their corporate jobs.
Yes.
Because they're more secure, quote unquote. But
100%.
I can see where she's coming from with that.
No, and I could totally see it. Yeah. If you're the type of person that's down to run your business,
you do it
while working in your business.
Correct.
And there's this joke, like, I quit my 9 to 5 to work for myself and now I work 24/7.
Yeah.
There are not truer words.
Yeah.
Like, you work so much more and you are the whole business. And if you're down for that, that's cool.
Yeah.
But working for a corporation now, I have ETO, I can call out, I have vacation time, but I have someone telling me where to be at what time. So
yeah, there's like a fine line.
Yeah.
But I guess to go back to that too, it's like when we're younger, we're taught, gotta go to college, gotta get a corporate job, gotta go get something that's gonna pay the bills. But whatever. You can do something you want to do. So live your life. Don't listen to everyone around you. No, so that was a good one.
Totally. Yeah.
One said go to sleep. But like, it's so simple, but so true.
You should
go to bed. Go to bed.
If it's bedtime, go.
Just go. Stop fighting it. And like, just
that's so
get some rest. It was just a funny random thing.
Yeah.
Your first healthy relationship isn't always the right relationship.
Like the forever relationship?
Yeah, like your first like sweet, like very sweet, comfortable, like relationship that you first love kind of thing. It doesn't necessarily always have to be the right one.
I married mine. So
yeah, well, so did I, but I think I'm saying this from like it doesn't have to be forever.
Yeah. For sure.
Which
we're living proof.
We are living proof. I'm
loving this dress on you. I'm
you
sorry.
Are?
I really just got a good look at you and I'm like, you look so beautiful.
Oh my God.
I'm like, oh my God.
Wow, just checking me out.
I'm really taken back by you right now. You look beautiful. I'm loving how it's like crisscross here. I'm so into this.
Yeah. Is it crisscross? I don't even know. Is it supposed to be?
The fabric, like...
it like folds in?
Yeah, it's really cool.
Well, this is from, believe it or not, Lulu's. I haven't shopped on Lulu's in forever, and I love a good just like cotton dress I can throw on. And
it looks like very comfy.
It's very comfy, cozy. I love just like a little throw on ridge number.
Living.
Thank you.
I'm living. And I love this color, I really just locked in.
Okay, perfect. Well, fits from Lulu's if anyone's curious.
Yeah, I've never gotten anything from Lulu's, but I think the quality is okay.
For a while, yeah. But for their prices, like I think this is like $45.
Exactly.
Like, and it's just like a nice little ribbed dress that you can dress up or down. So
okay, slay. Shout out Lulu's.
Shout out Lulu's. Whatever. I was actually just like last week years old when I discovered Abercrombie & Fitch and their app and how they have been just leveling up like no other. That's just a side
They
note.
grew up with us.
They did. I mean, they had a little stint in like cancellation culture, and then they
I
came
didn't know
back
that.
with a new ownership, and now
Okay.
they're just making all the great clothes. So
No, and they are very size inclusive. Like they
Yeah.
have all the sizes. Like I remember when I was in high school, I didn't fit in their pants.
yeah, because they were so ridiculous with their stuff.
So small and like so straight.
And $1 million for like that
Right.
time. I remember
No.
too, you had to be like cute to work there. Like you could not be.
Oh my god, they
Like,
had like the
they-
naked man at the front.
Yeah, my
Remember
brother
that?
actually was one in front of Hollister actually. But same kind of vibe.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Love that for him. The one said solo travel as much as possible before marrying and having kids. I think another
Yeah.
one was travel before having kids. Like
Yeah.
kids that change the game, as you know, we see with
How
others.
could they not? Yeah.
So travel. I keep, tell that my brother and his wife. I'm like, guys, go travel before you have
If they're doing
the
that,
baby.
Yeah.
If they're doing
for
that.
sure.
They definitely want
For
kids,
sure.
but yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to, I think this was my cousin Delaney. She said, do not cancel plans just in case they call. Taylor knows all, but not this time,
Why
ma'am.
did she do that? What is
So that's a Taylor Swift lyric.
that?
It's like cancel plans just in case they call. She was saying basically
yeah.
she drops everything for that person.
Right.
And goes against her boundaries, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You definitely shouldn't do. Yeah. Don't
Do not
do
do
that.
Do not do that.
Yeah. Don't do that. But it is hard. But
Yeah.
you shouldn't.
Yeah. Looks mean nothing to valuable people. Who you are on the inside is what truly matters. That is very true. Again, we kind of mentioned that last night. I mean, listen, we have to be attracted to someone physically, but
Oh, 100%. Like
Um,
you could be the nicest person on the planet if I'm not like attracted to you physically.
yeah, I think it has to be an all-encompassing package. But I think at the end of it, if they are hot and they're mean,
And the other way as well.
Yeah.
Because sometimes personalities make people so hot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love this one. It's like, those boys ain't shit. Don't settle for less than you deserve. Because honestly, at that young age, we
They're
feel like
fucking dorks.
they're dorks. They're children.
Yeah.
They're actual
Think about
babies.
because we did this
'Cause
based
we
on like
call
our
f-
22-year-old
yeah.
selves. Think about 22-year-old boys right now. Weird. They're weird.
I saw a bunch of them lined up at a bar and I was gasped.
I
it's like
forgot they could drink.
They have like the mops on their head right now. Like
What
there's
is
like a
happening?
mop
The,
haircut
like-
happening. And they have still have braces and acne. And I'm just like, and they're lining up at bars.
First acne at 22.
I just feel like I've seen these kids lining up. Maybe they're with fake IDs.Maybe they're younger. Who knows?
Oh
But
my god, no. But
I'm just like, did we look like that at
Yes.
21, 22?
probably
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah, probably much worse.
'Cause we didn't have the internet.
Oh, it's so true.
Oh no, we did.
we did have dinner. I don't think we had
I
as
feel like
much.
we're dinosaurs.
We're
We
dinosaurs.
had like Facebook, but we didn't have like TikTok, Instagram the way it is now. Like
Yeah. Yeah. I would also like to bring one other thing up. That's all the ones we have. But
okay.
jumping around, J-Lo did officially file for divorce.
I
I
saw.
saw that this week.
I saw.
Homegirl did file.
Wait, I was dying. There was a headline that had like a picture of J-Lo and then a picture of Ben Affleck in the Batman outfit. And it was like,
Oh.
and it was like J-Lo files for divorce from Ben Affleck. And somebody wrote like, this makes it look like it's because he won't stop dressing up like Batman. Like, why do they have him in the Batman outfit?
You know what's interesting? They're both Leos. So like that's sometimes just it's like a match made in heaven, but it's also a match made in hell. Like it can go really bad.
I could see that.
But also I just saw a meme and it was her walking, like looking just like wrecked.
Okay.
And she's like in sweats and she's just walking down the street with like a straight face. And above it, I just posted it on her story.
Okay.
It said, when you realize your ex hasn't changed in over 20 years. She just walked down the
True.
street like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Honestly,
They usually don't change. That's another thing to keep in mind.
You think that it will be different,
Yeah.
and then it's not. And I think that at first it is different. The fact that they were married for 2 years makes so much sense because
Yeah.
it was the honeymoon.
Totally.
And then they were
Reignite.
like, we're different people. We're communicating now, right? We're
Yeah.
different. Things are different. And then they were just like, now we can't. It's like, now it's the same. We're comfortable. It's the same thing we were doing before.
Yep.
Totally.
back
The
into it.
timeline makes sense.
Well, R.I.P., but she'll find another one, I'm sure.
She'll be
Everyone
fine.
will move on and
What
it'll be
was
fine.
wrong with A-Rod? What was the issue there?
I think he was cheating.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, he's a little...
Yeah,
He
I
has
was
a lot of
going to say,
riz,
like,
that
he's
guy.
hot.
He's got
Yeah.
a lot of riz. Lots of Riz.
Yes.
I don't find
That
him
makes
attractive, but I think he just has that personality that just makes women like fawn.
Yeah. I could definitely see that. Well,
Yeah.
that's why I was saying what's wrong with him, because I'm like, he's hot, seems cool.
Yeah. And she was
I
like,
guess that's
no, I'm not dealing
popular
with
opinion.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, how was your week?
All right, let's see. My week. Oh my God. I had a great week.
Okay.
I got into NP school.
Woo!
Yay!
Congrats.
So
Such a big
excited.
deal.
So I start in January. And I'm pumped.
It's going to be so great.
I love psychology so much. I like can't wait to learn all the things.
And what is your goal with this? Like, tell more about what kind of nurse.
So I didn't do this. So I'm going back.
You said you applied for it.
Okay. So I'm going back and getting my master's in psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner.
Wow.
So I will have a degree in that, and then I'll be a licensed nurse practitioner, which means that I can like manage people's medications and also do like mental health services and all of that. And I think, you know, like the experience that I'm going through now, but also like I've had mental health stuff forever. Like I just want to help women reach their fullest potential and like realize that they're not alone. And I think that we're moving in a direction where there is a lot more mental health awareness and there are resources for people. But I'm just such a girl's girl and I'm such an open book. And I just like, I want to have relationships with people that feel very like fulfilling and like I'm helping them. And
I love that.
Yeah, so it's going to take me a minute. It's going to be a few years, I think, because I have to work full time. But
listen, slow and steady.
And
we'll get there.
It's cool because I was thinking about it the other day. I've always worked with women and I've always known that I want to work with women. Like being a makeup artist, always like surrounded by women. And then when I went to nursing school, my undergrad, I wanted to do labor and delivery. Yeah. That was like my goal because I wanted to work with young women. And that just never felt right. And I think it's because I like don't have a passion for like babies as well. And like, even though pregnancy is absolutely beautiful and cool as hell. Oh my God. Women's bodies are
elite.
Insane. Like it's fascinating, but that just never like totally resonated with me.
Yeah.
But now this makes so much sense. Yeah. Like I'm like, oh, okay, this is how I'm meant to work with women. So yeah, I am like thrilled.
Yay. I love that so much. It's incredible.
So that happened. Okay. And then my boyfriend was like, he's the cutest person ever. Yeah. He is so proud of me, which is adorable.
As he should. Yeah.
Yeah. And like, I'm proud, but like, I don't know. I'm just the type of person that's like, well, that's what you should do. You should be able to get an NP school and whatever. So like to me, I was joking with one of my girlfriends, more emotion would have been provoked like had I not gotten it. Yeah. But the fact that I did get it, I'm like, okay, well.
You're like, well, that's expected. So
exactly.
And he's like, I just want to celebrate.
He's so cute. So yeah. So there's giant flowers back there. He got me those. And then we went to JG Sky High and Vernick Fish. Yeah. Oh my God, where Lex went for her birthday. Yeah. So good.
Delish.
No, it was
highly recommend.
Yeah. So it was
highly recommend.
Such a fun, like cute date night. And it was like he made me feel so special. It was really, really cute. Oh. And then I mentioned this last episode. It was D-Day. Yes. We thought. You thought. So
the Philadelphia courts said you thought.
It is so incredibly hard to get a divorce.
It's like I was talking to my best friend who helped me with mine, and she was like, it's really easy paperwork, but the people there make it so difficult. It's like it doesn't have to be that difficult. If they just say you need this one next and then this one next and then you put this here and you put this here, it would be so seamless because the paperwork isn't hard. No. Like they actually number exactly what you need, where you need to put it. But it's a matter of what exactly do I need? Why are you not giving me from jump like exactly which is next?
Right. It is online, but it is still unclear because you have to make sure you're like filing the right type of divorce.
Yes.
And then there's like timelines on things and no one's guiding you. Okay. So I go to the courthouse, right? First of all, had the most expensive latte of my life with me. My oat milk chai latte was $10 fucking. I walk in and the security guard's like, you got to throw that out. My ass. So I left.
Excuse me, sir. I'm going to go finish this latte.
I said, I'll be in Love Park. I'll be right back. So I went and had a moment and then went
how's
back.
Love Park doing now these days?
It was kind of cute. I like sat on a little bench. There's fountains.
Oh, okay.
Children, God forbid. But
Okay.
yeah, but it was fine. Yeah, but it was so annoying because, okay, I had to hype myself up to go to the courthouse.
Yeah.
Because regardless of if you want the divorce, if he wants a divorce, if you mutually want it, if you know it's the best decision, you're ready, whatever, filing that paperwork is very, very sad. No matter what.
It's, yeah. Yeah. Bittersweet. I love to use that word.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like I hyped myself up for like days.
Mm-hmm.
Cried in the morning, drove there, was all ready to go. I get there. I give the lady the paperwork and I was like, so this is the final paperwork, right? When am I going to be divorced? And she's like stamping it and
all
she's
angry.
all angry.
They're so angry there.
Like, sorry you chose to work here.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, I don't know. Like, she was like, I'm not a lawyer. And I was like, I just wanted to know, like, is this the final stuff that I have to file? And like me who like, not to make it like, oh, poor me, but like I fucking hyped myself up to get there. Like there were you could probably see that I had tears in my eyes, like not long before. And I was like, well, what do I do? How do I know what to do? And she was like, well, I don't know. Hire a lawyer, do some independent research. And I was like, oh my God, because I have. It's just hard. Like,
you don't need to hire a lawyer. I mean, for our situations, you really don't. So
literally.
That's dramatic, and she would know that by just looking at the no fault paperwork that you are filing.
Exactly. And I was like, well, there's no kids. It's we have agreed on this. It's a mutual divorce.
It's not that deep.
I was like, I just feel like, I literally said, how am I supposed to know what to do? I'm sorry. I've never gotten divorced before.
Yeah.
I literally said that. And I think that
like hit her.
I think she got a little sad because then she was like, listen, honey.
Listen, honey.
Honey, listen.
Listen up and listen close.
I'm only gonna say this once.
It's like the lady from Monsters, Inc.
That's literally what I'm picturing. The big slug with the glasses. Listen, honey. Yeah, so she's like, I've been there.
Oh.
And she...
So why be mean?
Right. Because she hates her job.
Yeah. It's just the irony and all of that. Okay.
And honestly, people probably come in there being stupid,
and
don't
fresh.
know.
Yeah.
And I understand because I don't know what to do. It's very unclear.
Right.
So she pulls out like this paper and she like highlights this thing on it and is like, here's an information session. Go to this. You have to be there at 7:30 a.m. on Wednesday.
Is it virtual?
No, in person. I have to be in Center City.
Stop.
7:30 a.m. Weekdays only.
Lynette's like this with like glasses at 7:30 in the morning.
They only let 10 people in.
What?
And this thing doesn't start until 9 a.m. She said get there at 7:30 because
to line up.
Yes.
What?
Because
Is this a DMV?
Because they only let 10 people in. And I said, if that is not so illustrative of how needed this service is, we have to do better.
We do have to do better. I think we're going to do a step-by-step no fault episode because that's what people need. Like they're the ones we're equipped and not even fully ready with. But like,
no, I don't know. I still don't know.
Everything else, if you have kids, we can't help you. Like that's a whole nother ball game. But
yes. Maybe we'll have a divorce lawyer on at some point. But
oh, we definitely need to have that.
I would love to like when I actually figure it all out, like have like put together a guide. Like Hitch Switch, which is for when you get married and you're changing your name, because that is one of the hardest things ever.
Yeah.
It makes people just not even do it. So these two attorneys came up with a company called Hitch Switch, where they will literally send you a packet with all the forms. Like,
just spelled out.
That's how I changed my last name, and it was so helpful. They tell you where to go, when to go, blah, blah, blah. So, like, obviously you can't do it to that extent, but I would love to put together a guide because this is wildly confusing. And I got back to my car and cried so hard because I was like, it took all the strength to even get there. And then to have A, attitude.
Yeah.
And B, not even like know if I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I wasn't even sad. I was just so frustrated. Like, I was like, I just don't even know what to do.
Yeah. And they're ignorant on top of it. I'm glad she kind of caught herself, but that's unfortunate that she had to react so instantly like that.
Yeah.
I hit her somewhere in the heart and she's like, okay, babe. All right.
Yeah. My eyes must have been like twinkling, like sad, like, oh my God, just so mean.
And we're intelligent women. It's not like you can't figure this out. Just give me a guide. Just give me a little tidbit. It's not hard.
Wait, I was actually so triggered by it that this is actually, I just remembered last night I had dreams about the courthouse. That's so funny.
Courts in your dreams.
That I was trying to get out of it and I couldn't figure out how to get out of the courthouse. That's so funny. I just brought that up. Anyway.
Oh God.
Yeah.
So
nightmare. That was
a nightmare.
It sucked. And the other thing that sucks is that I thought I was done going back there, but it seems like I have to file more papers and go back there and talk to my ex more.
Listen,
more papers.
Tiny setback. We're gonna keep it moving forward though.
Yeah.
Tiny setback. We're gonna get the right people to help us out.
Yeah. So I retail therapied after that. Went to Sephora, hit Sephora real hard.
Yeah.
And
makes you feel better.
Like had a snack, and here we are. We're fine.
We're good.
We're gonna rock and roll.
We're gonna move to the next step and the next piece of paperwork.
Yeah. So how was your week, Miss Thang?
I just feel like my weeks are not as wild recently, which is fine. But also,
good.
like, I feel like you have a lot going on, which is good, and also I know frustrating, but nursing school, amazing.
No, I mean,
this
that's
week,
great, yeah.
I mean, it was just it was a long work week. It was very busy, long work week because I was back with the weddings. I mean, the weddings were on break for a little bit, and now we're back in full swing, baby.
Oh my God,
for the fall season.
Like September, October,
end of August, all through. So be hitting the ground running. And other than that, just hanging out. We're leaving for vacation soon. So,
oh yeah, where are you going again?
Tulum.
Have you been?
Yeah, no, never.
Okay,
yeah.
I haven't either, but I hear it's beautiful.
First vacation.
Godspeed.
We'll see how it goes. You learn a lot about a person in an airport. So we had some like preliminary talks about that. Like, are you a nervous flyer? Are you not? Like, these are big things we got to find out in each other and how we're willing to handle it.
Okay. I'm so sorry because I love your boyfriend so much. I love you so much. I would put money on that he's a nervous flyer.
He's not.
What?
No, but he is. I got to get there 3 hours early, guy.
Yeah. I knew that there was going to be something. I knew that there would be something.
No, he's fine on the plane, luckily. Because I know I'd be able to like probably walk someone through that and be okay with it. But he was like, but I do need to tell you, like, I need to be there early. Like, I don't like the people who just want to chill at home until the very last second that they can get there.
Okay.
And I'm like,
I think
listen,
you could get with that.
Oh, I can totally get with that.
Yeah.
And I was raised to get there like also 3 hours early no matter what.
Also, we have a Bud in Maryland's in our airport.
Well, that's what he was like. I'd rather get in there, go get a bite to eat, go get a drink, like, and just chill until we had to board in like easeful situations. I said, yeah, I'm totally down.
Okay.
But I feel like I've traveled now alone or with the girlfriends, like I can get down to get there like 45 before we board. And like, I had that down for a while.
That's my jam. Yeah.
Well, I think because this is international, it does always feel like you need to get there a little earlier.
Okay. I mean,
but we're going to be fine. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited to like get my little yogi, like relaxed
yeah. Cause it's
vibes.
like a retreaty kind of place, right?
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's a full retreat, but it's definitely like that kind of vibe where they offer yoga every morning.
Very like organic.
There's it's like very goop. Very goop.
Oh,
it's
very
like,
goop.
It's like bougie tree houses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh my
like
God.
eco lodging, but with air conditioning.
I
like in the jungle.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. And you don't have to get like super jazzy. You can wear like a bunch of like flowy dresses and like, not that I have a lot of those,
Super
but
jazzy.
clearly she's always trying to wear a fitted.
No, I feel like you have a really cool wardrobe. Like you were saying you need to go shopping. There's no way you need to go shopping.
I did a little bit and I need to just stop. Like I have things that I can bring. So I'm super excited. So I'll keep you posted. We're going with his best friend and his wife. It's actually their baby moon and we're crashing it. So
yeah.
So that's also
cool.
fun.
I think that'll be fun.
I'm excited. I'm excited to hang with them. We already talked, her and I, that we're having a full photo shoot on the beach, and I'm gonna have her rolling around the sand with her cute pregnant self.
Oh my god, I love that. She's so beautiful.
No,
That'll
she's
be really
stunning.
fun.
So I'm excited. Yeah,
Cool.
it'll be great. Yeah, I'm excited. So that's what I'm really looking forward to. Just getting through the work week this week.
Yes.
Yeah.
The week before vacation, I kind of love the week before vacation because like you have that excitement and you're going and the trip hasn't started yet.
Correct.
But you have like the energy of like the excitement of going.
So you're excited about the work week kind of because you're like,
yeah,
let me get through that.
I hate to be like this and this tells me that like I really need to learn to start living more in the moment. But sometimes when I start my trips, I get sad because it's happening. And that means it's ending.
I know, but you can't think like that.
I know.
I have done that. I remember sitting in like airports and being like, oh, I'm going to look back at this moment and be like, remember it just started when it was ending? So yeah, it's exciting though.
Yeah.
I'm super, super excited. I cannot wait to just be in the sunshine, even though it's summer, but in such a beautiful place.
It's just different. Yeah. I mean,
and for a holiday, I've never actually been away for like a summer holiday.
Right. Oh my God. I forgot.
Labor Day. We're at the end, babies.
I know. It's
so weird. So crazy.
It went so fast. I'm like, what did I even do?
Yeah.
I'm like a little bit like, well, I'm good now, but like was survival mode for a minute. So it's cool. Yeah. Trying to not be hard on myself for like kind of missing summer, not going to the beach.
Well, we still have all of September. We talked about that. Like, yeah.
That is when the pros go to the beach.
Yeah. No, it's not amateur hour anymore.
No. And so I've just been holding out. That's all. So I know that I just made it sound like hell on earth to file for divorce. But I did just kind of, had the idea that we should put out kind of a little PSA just for girls that are going through it, who are like either in the midst of their divorce or are just pre-divorce and don't know what to do, or like are doubting themselves or feel like they can't, or feel like, it's
like the intimidation of the whole process.
Right. And we've talked about it before where it can seem very insurmountable, but
such a good word.
Here as your divorced besties, absolutely promise you that if your little voice or your intuition is telling you that there are bigger things for you, that there is a brighter future, and that where you're at is not where you are meant to be, you can fucking do whatever you want. You can do this.
It's all inside of you.
It really is.
You just got to tap into it. And it sounds easier said than done. And we're very aware of that, especially if there are children involved.
Absolutely.
And you feel like, oh, you might be just breaking up a family or whatever it might be, or feeling guilt about all that. That's so understandable. But just know that you'll be better off in the long run. Mm-hmm. Maybe the kids will be better off in the long run.
Maybe he will be better off.
He will most likely probably be better off. And it all feels like that, or she, or whoever you're getting a divorce from, or even thinking about. Mm-hmm. You're not alone in that.
Yeah. And we're also not here to be like, you should get a divorce.
Yeah, we need to preface that.
If you know in your heart, that
this ain't it.
If you wake up and you tell yourself, like, if that's one of your first thoughts.
Yeah.
Sorry, sweets, it's real.
It's time to go. I think as soon as you say it out loud too, it's like even more
that
real.
makes it so real.
Yeah, when you're able to like say it to someone that you don't even think you would have before. Mm-hmm. You're like, oh, I'm really
totally.
Yeah, this is starting to. My wheels are spinning.
Yeah. And I think that the more that you do talk about it with people that are safe, it becomes easier because you just kind of get used to the thought.
Yeah.
So people that feel safe, like if it's us. Talk to us about it. Talk to, your best friends or your mom or your sister, whoever feels like a safe person. Like
no judgment, safe person.
Right. Absolutely. Because the more you talk about it, the easier it gets. And I think it's like the very initial feeling of it can feel like very taboo, very scary. But once it's kind of out there in the world,
yeah,
gets
and
easier.
just really like changing your mindset about the whole thing. And it really is, divorce gives it such a huge, like,
it feels very heavy, and it
Yeah.
is. It really is.
it is. But at the same time, it's also an expensive breakup. And I know I'm putting, like, again, not trying to take away from the significance that was your relationship, whether it was 5 years, 10 years, 2 years. It's going to be okay.
Yeah.
And it really is. It's not going to
is.
feel like it's going to be okay. But it is going to be okay.
There are even times where you're like, I thought it would be okay by now, and it's still not.
Right. It's true.
But it will be.
It will be.
And
no, it will be.
Genuinely, the first step is the hardest. And
it really is.
Kind of, not luckily for me, but my first step was taken for me. Like, I was like pushed. But I think if you're a person that's like thinking about it or whatever, just taking the first step, like, you're not just going to be able to run. You have to like take your first step, and little by little you will get through it.
Yeah. And to be fair, if you were to like even speak to, meaning you, women or in your position that were cheated on, you're like, he took this the first step, right, for us, but also you really took the first step in the sense of like owning your life and taking back your life. And like, that's so huge. And that's,
I mean, that's
hard
the
enough.
thing. It was.
So to give him even that much power, yes.
You're right.
Initially he started it and it was unexpected, but you decided I'm not putting up with that.
Right.
Which is hard as hell because it's so comfy cozy to just go right back and be like, he said he's sorry, we're going to work on this, and, you know, rinse, repeat. That's usually what happens.
Right. No, I do remember actually bringing up the word divorce and having to say, I want a divorce. Oh my God. Knowing that I was going to have to do that, because I knew before I said something.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I knew almost right away.
Yeah.
And yeah, like having to say it, that is the hardest part. But once the wheels are in motion, it's going to go. And
keeps going.
Like, yes, maybe you feel like you're breaking someone else's heart and, you know,
dismantling their life, whatever it might be. Like they have to start over, but so do you. And you're changing your life too. And it's, again, stop worrying about the other person so much. Worry about yourself.
Right. Like,
for once,
you can't control their reaction, and they are allowed to have their reaction.
Yeah.
Whatever their reaction is, that belongs to them.
Correct.
And it's okay. They are okay. Other people can have emotions.
Yeah.
And if they're mad at you, okay.
Yeah.
You'll be okay. You'll survive. They will survive. Time is going to pass, you know, and it sucks, but you do get through it.
You really do.
Yeah.
And I think that brings us to just recently thinking about the women that have reached out and like behind the scenes and wanting to connect even further. We're dabbling with the idea of a support group, and either like virtually, in person, most likely virtually would probably be easier for most people.
Probably for everyone, I think.
Yeah.
Especially like if people have kids and stuff, I think virtually would be great.
Like we want to all support each other and hear similar stories, and that would feel significant for everyone.
I think that if there was a support group when I was initially going through it, and I'm sure that you would feel similarly, I would have, oh my God, I was all over the internet trying to find things that are like, how does a divorce go? What are the steps of a divorce? Because again, love a list. But I just want to see that other people are okay, or I want to see and hear that other people aren't okay. And I want to know like kind of what it looks like, because we talk, you know, it's a little bit more talked about now, but like, it seems like such a private thing, or like something that, you know, some women don't talk about, that you're like, what is this even going to look like? Can I even do this?
Yeah, you see it on the movies, you see it on TV, and then you see it like, you hear it with people getting divorced, but no one actually tells you like the details, like the actual gritty details.
Totally.
So we're going to also do that.
I'm feeling this. Yeah. I'm feeling guilt. I'm feeling shame.
All the
I'm
real
feeling
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I miss him. Like, how crazy is that, right? Like, even if they did you wrong, like those things are okay to admit, and we want to create a safe space where women can come and talk of that, like about that, and to each other. So
totally.
If anyone is interested, please.
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know. Shoot us a DM, but we also will be posting it to encourage.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And this goes right along with my my new psychology journey. I would be
It's like hand in hand.
So happy to have this experience and to, you know, kind of like even start my journey with this.
Yeah.
But also, like, I just love talking to girls.
We just love kikiing, as
I
you say.
I love a kiki.
We love a kiki.
But also, if we just all want to, like, if you want to cry together, if you have logistics questions, like, where do I go to even start this process?
Right.
Like, I just think, I think a support group where you can talk to other people and have your feelings validated. Whew,
it's so impactful.
Initially, that was my biggest thing.
Yeah.
So
let's do it, babes.
I think a support group would be sick.
I would love that.
Yeah. Well, this is really turning into what we wanted.
Well, that's what it is, right? It's when I talk to people about this podcast, it's like, that's why we started it. And this is even a closer way to connect.
Totally.
And really make differences in people's lives. Like, community is huge for both of us.
Mm-hmm.
And starting a conversation to just feel seen and heard.
Mm-hmm.
So
totally.
Yeah, that's all we have for today.
Yeah, it's a little short and sweet because the next one's gonna be
a little heavy, babe.
A doozy.
A little heavy because we have finally
my story. So
stay tuned for that, ladies.
Look out for that. But everybody have a great week.
Yeah.
We love you.
Don't forget,
like and subscribe. We
down
appreciate
below.
you guys.
Thank you, ladies.
Love ya.
Love you. Mwah.